Yeah, we bring reviews of your house, talk to our dudes of your house. I bring my views of your house, wrestling truths of your house. We talk to you in your house, we keeps it cool in your house, we keeps it cool in your house. I'm spitting truths in your house.
Yeah. Mark's hating on his fans, Becky Nish on the man. Play with two like a lion, household a dangerous alliance. I am a diamond like Cody, and I'm overcoming like Kobe. No, they cannot hold me. Come listen, I'm hosting, critiquing, I'm boasting. This wrestling I'm knowing.
This area is under a level 2 quarantine. Please limit your contact with other personnel as much as possible.
This is Austin Theory of Evolve, and you're listening to the In Your House podcast.
Heavyweight Hustle, Calvin Tankman, and you listening to my boys, the In Your House podcast.
This is AEW's Darby Allin, and you're listening to In Your House podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Alakan House. This is the People's Podcast. Hey guys, you already know who it is. It's your boy Khan, ready to get at work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. That is what we do, and hey, we love it. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you. And ooh, where is the clock? I'm checking the time because last time that I checked, In Your House was the hottest professional wrestling podcast in the Midwest, because we hit them with that work round the clock. You guys already know what it is. Oh yes, the director is in the house and in your house, and man, it has been such a long time since we dropped an episode. It's been a couple of weeks, but you know, there's a lot of reasons for that, guys. There's a lot of reasons for that, and I'll prattle them off right now. You know, got nothing to hide. You know, recently, during this crazy pandemic, where unfortunately a lot of people are losing their jobs and getting laid off and things of that nature, and we'll get into that as far as the wrestling world. I've been fortunate enough to receive a promotion at my job, which has come with more hours and things of that nature, working more in different offices as far as what I do. So it's just time, man, and I'm trying to adjust to this new schedule, and it's just been hard. It's been really hard because I've been getting up super early. Like, I didn't even know getting up at 4:30 a.m. was a thing. but seriously, it, you know, as much as it's been rough and tough to get up and have to go to work earlier, it's a good thing. It's going to be a good thing in the grand scheme of things. You know, for myself, my family, it's a good thing. It really truly is. Another reason is just, you know, I just haven't felt the motivation to come on here and talk about professional wrestling. You know, I recently made a video about it, Facebook Live video talking about that, and just how I miss the crowds and the interaction and the energy. You know, I'll put it like this. the reason that I'm not digging it is not because of the talent. I know they're going out there and they're doing the very best they can to put on a great show. It's just, it feels so different, and it's not what I'm used to. But you know what? I there's other aspects to professional wrestling besides the crowds. I get that. That energy, there's different aspects to it, but I've said it a million times. You guys can go back and listen to the old episodes. If I don't like something or I don't feel compelled to talk about it, I just don't, I just really don't. So there's that, but I know for personally, I haven't liked the fact that I haven't felt like putting any content out there. I pride myself on trying to give you guys the best possible product, that I possibly can. And we've been doing it for 180 episodes. Myself, Hutch, Docs, Drake, Ariel, Miss Kayla K, Majin, Jimmy, Donovan. We got a great crew. Great crew. And, everybody's just been kind of laying low, doing their own thing, which is okay. That's fine. That's okay. But I'll say this, though. I miss my homies, man. And I'm just, the wrestling homies, of course, like the Sam Knights, the Donnie Tsunamis, the Earl Josephs, the Justin Kyles, the Paragons, the Dalton Davises, the Jason Levis. I can name off so many names. I love all those guys, man, and the gals too. Don't they're definitely not excluded. Not excluded in that. And it sucks that we can't go out and fellowship and talk to each other and things like that. I was just thinking about a conversation I was talking. I was outside of the last Bizarre Lucha show I went to, and I was talking to the original Sins, Tyler Lydall and Mean Dick Michaels, and we were going back and forth about their gimmick and what they're supposed to be and everything. And I was just like, man, that was such a fun conversation to have. We were just talking wrestling. We were talking their characters, talking about what influenced them. It was not a podcast. It was just a conversation between wrestling fans, and I miss that, man. And I'm not getting that, and I know a lot of people aren't either. So straight up, I miss y'all, man. I miss all of you guys. I miss my In Your House homies, my wrestling homies. I miss you all. Love you all. Hope you're staying safe. And it's just been rough, It's just been rough, and it stinks because there's so many wrestlers out there that a lot of their income came from going out every weekend and doing shows, and they would do 2 or 3 shows every single week, and it sucks. I hate it, man. I hate it for them that they're having to deal with this, and even for somebody like me that just kind of dipped my toe into the professional wrestling business as a commentator, my job is cool. I got a good job, as far as my shoot, but to be able to go to those wrestling shows and be somebody different, be that director character, and have fun calling the matches, having the best seat in the house, and getting to run my mouth about all that action, I miss it, man. And I realized that, it was just the last couple of days I realized how truly sad I've been not being able to do that. And don't get me wrong, I'm loving being at home with my family, spending time with my kids. They're bored. They are so bored. They are. But I've enjoyed spending time with all of them. But I also enjoyed making those trips, going out to Terre Haute, taking that 2-hour trip to Terre Haute to go over and be in that energy, and when you go somewhere you're truly going to be appreciated, where people truly love and appreciate your work, it doesn't matter if it's 2 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours, it's worth it, man. Because for me personally, I love going somewhere where I feel appreciated, where I feel like my work is being appreciated, where people notice, man, and the people there at New Wave Pro, the New Wave Nation, they truly appreciate In Your House. They truly appreciate the director and the work that I try to put in behind the scenes. And I put out, me and a lot of the New Wave kids, Some great young talent, fantastic young talent came together and did a Don't Rush challenge, and man, that came out so good. I was so proud of that. So proud of that. And I appreciate all those kids for, being patient with me as I was editing, giving me the footage that I needed, and just, giving me something to do, man. Giving me something to do. So I appreciate you guys. Everything about New Wave, I miss it. I miss my peoples. I miss, Michael Guest, Chris Abel, my cranky broadcast partner, Michael Kirkman on the call. As I already said, Donnie Tsunami, Sam Knight, and my boy, the Liverpool Lip, Earl Joseph. I miss all you guys, man. I really do. And I know I keep saying it, but it's because I really, really, truly miss it, man. I really miss it. And I know a lot of people feel the same, but I just wanted to put it out there. And it really makes me question, and I'm gonna keep this episode light. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Monday Night Raw, and some of the releases, and I'm just gonna prattle off. I'm just gonna talk because I just felt like talking this Wednesday morning, and that's where we're gonna drop this. We're gonna drop this episode on Wednesday morning. That is the 22nd of April. Man, this month has went by so fast. But I just imagine that this time off that everybody's unwantingly received, I just imagine what it's going to be like when everything's cleared up, when we can actually feel good and confident about going to events, fellowshipping, and doing that again, whatever the new normal is going to be. Because guys, with everything that's happening now, I think the things are going to be different. I think that the way that you guys saw normal before this, we're not going to see that normal again. It's going to be something different. But that's for a different time and a place, and honestly for a different podcast. When we get back to it, and it doesn't matter if it's WWE, AEW, NWA, Power, Impact, MLW, New Wave Pro, any of your favorite indies that you guys love to go to and invest time and go into and invest time in the talent, man, when we get back to it, it's going to be such a beast. It's going to hit so differently, y'all. It's going to hit so differently because people are going to be hungry to go and do some things, and wrestling fans are going to be starving to go to a wrestling show. I mean, it's going to be absolutely nuts. I've imagined it inside of my mind, what it's going to be like, and it's just going to be completely nuts. The talent is going to be just energetic, ready to go. The fans are going to be the same way. It's just, I can't wait for that day. I can't wait for that day because we're going to see some talents with new looks. They've had more than enough time to collect their thoughts, because you're wrestling every single week and you're thinking of an idea as far as you want to repackage or do something different, and you kind of have to collect those thoughts as you're still moving forward with the current gimmick, and that's tough. That's hard. But a lot of talents make it work and pull it off, but a lot of other talents, you think about it, when they repackage and do something different, they get taken off TV, and they're, I'm talking, the big leagues, they get taken off of TV and they take that time to repackage themselves and things of that nature. I imagine that a lot of the indie workers that are recreating themselves are just ready and raring to go, and if not, that I know there's a couple of talents that are still trying to figure out the different things they want to do, and they have enough time to do it. It really, really makes you think, would professional wrestling benefit from an off season? I think it would. I really think it would. I do. I think that a month or two off to kind of get your body back healthy where it needs to be at, and collect your thoughts, collect your mental, and figure out who you want to be and what you want to be, and things of that nature. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I think an off season definitely should be something that they think about. I don't really know how WWE or AEW would pull it off. WWE would probably have an easier time pulling it off because they have a lot of old content and a production studio at their disposal to be able to tape things that would probably supplement for the next month or two, which I really think they should do it. I mean, if they, take a few weeks to tape some things, and you wouldn't lose any of your sponsorships, you could still do that. And yeah, I mean, I personally think that it's a good idea. It's definitely something to think about. But I think that's something we can expand on here at In Your House. Not just me, but I mean the other, the other crew members such as Drake and Hutch and Docs. Maybe that's a topic we could talk about. Could pro wrestling benefit from an off season? I think it could, and I think that that's something we can really expand on, you guys. We could really expand on. Man, it has been a crazy time in professional wrestling. I know I'm getting to this rather late, but man, all those releases were absolutely crazy. I mean, just to name off just a few, Rusev and Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Kurt Angle, that was crazy, some referees, you know what I mean? Some referees got released. I think it was Mike Chioda. Been there for 32 years. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm just off the top of my head prattling them off. It's crazy to see all these guys get released, Sarah Logan was another one. A lot of developmental NXT talent got released, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy to see, for me, to see all these guys get released during this time. I mean, it's going to be hard for them to find work. It's not like they can go do the indies. No indie promotions are running right now, and it just really stinks to know that things are going how they're going, and a lot of people are upset and up in arms, and even I was at first. I was upset at first too. But then I kind of sat down and thought about it myself, and I'm like, WWE really isn't any different than any other companies right now that are laying off their workers and letting people go. It's not that different, So if you're upset about it, I get why you're upset, because you don't want to see anybody lose their job, especially from they haven't done anything to lose their job, and it really sucks because where are they going to go? Where are they going to go? No indie promotions should be running right now. AEW, I mean, that's a potential landing spot, but are they signing new talent in these strange times? I don't know. That's stuff I do not know the answer to. But it's interesting to think that they might. There's a couple of people who I could think of that would be great with AEW. But another thing with that is that you don't want to sign too many quote unquote ex-WWE guys to AEW. Excuse me. Because then you're going to get that stigma on you that you're just that ex-WWE guy company that gets all the, like how pretty much TNA was for a while. They're like, oh, all they're doing is getting ex-WWE guys. And then the WWE loyalist or like, the only reason they're doing good is because they're picking up all these WWE guys. Oh, I thought they wanted to be away from WWE and now they're getting all these WWE guys. Like, stop. Seriously, stop. If they fit the bill, if they fit what the company wants, it doesn't matter if they're ex-WWE guys. It really doesn't matter. But that's a whole other thing right there that I'm not gonna get into, and I'm just not, man. I'm just not, because that's one thing I've noticed during this whole crazy pandemic thing is that during a time where people should be more connected, more together, more understanding of each other, man, it's been even more divisive. It's been so much more divisive. I mean, just some things that I've seen on social media, just people saying and doing downright stupid things. I mean, I don't know if they're just bored and looking for something to do, or they're just looking for attention. But my God, just stupid things that I've seen people do. And, you know, racist things, and you know, it's crazy to think. And I actually had a conversation with the group, the crew in our group chat, about the young man from Georgia. I think Jay Hunter is what he was going by, Jeffrey Humes, you know. And I hate to give these type of people the oxygen, but boy, was that stupid. God, that was so stupid. And I guess I personally am kind of numb to it because I've experienced a lot of racism during my lifetime. You know, I remember I went to my high school when I moved from California to Ohio. You know, I started in my high school, you know, fresh, new, everything was different. You know, I'm walking up and down the halls going from class to class, not knowing anybody. I'm hearing the N-word getting shouted at me. Well, not shouted, let me correct myself, whispered as I'm walking up and down the halls, you know, calling me the N-word. You know, this is real stuff that happened to me. This is real stuff. So when I say I'm numb to the racism, I really am. For me, it was just a downright stupidity. Why would you throw your career away like that and say, oh, well, I'm a high school kid, I do dumb things, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I was a high school kid too, and I know all my friends obviously at some point went to high school, and we all did stupid things. I mean, you gotta be a whole different level of stupid to have a budding professional wrestling career, go on a public forum such as TikTok and do something blatantly, openly racist. That's not, like I said, the racist thing. And I'm not excusing the racist thing. There's no excuse for it. I'm just saying I'm numb to it because of all the racial experiences that I've had in my lifetime. The stupidity is what just, I'm like, it's not even. Like, for me, it didn't even seem like it's ignorance, because there's no excuse to be ignorant in this day and age. We live in the age of information. There's no excuse to be ignorant. That was just downright stupid. Just downright stupid. So, you know, I guess the only reason I even bring it up is because him and his girlfriend have already suffered the consequences. He's been excommunicated from the professional wrestling business. And his trainer was black. He has a black trainer, AR Fox. What? Come on. So he's been excommunicated from his wrestling school, also expelled from his high school. I just want to know why. I want to know what his real, actual, not the excuse, because there's going to be, you know, there's probably already been, I haven't seen, there's probably already been a million excuses from him and his girlfriend on their social medias, if they still have social media, as to why they did it. But I want to know the real reason. What motivated you to do something so stupid? I don't know. Don't be, you know, just don't be racist. Don't be a dick. We're all equal and we're all in this together. So just do better, be better, and you know, I don't know what the future holds for these two young people. I don't know, and honestly, I don't care. So I'm gonna take a little pause for the cause here. You know, talk about the sponsors, and when we come back, I'm gonna talk a little Monday Night Raw.
Hey guys, this is the director, Con House, of In Your House, and this episode is sponsored by Podcorn. Podcorn is a marketplace connecting podcasters to amazing podcast sponsorship opportunities such as host read ads, interview segments, topical discussions, and more. With Podcorn, there is no middleman. Podcasters of all sizes can browse and choose opportunities right on the platform, set their own rates, and collaborate with brands directly without any exclusivities. You never give up any rights to your podcast, and Podcorn is here to support you at every step to ensure you're protected and compensated for the work that you do for brands. The marketplace mission is to give podcasters transparency, creative control, and freedom, and full control of how and when they monetize. So check the show notes on this episode and you will see a link to www.podcorn.com/podcasters. But now, it's time to get back to In Your House.
Welcome back to In Your House, hosted by the Director Con House, and we are back here, and we wanted to talk a little Monday Night Raw. I'm gonna keep it light because I didn't get a chance to really catch all of it because once again I'm getting up really early, so I actually tried to sit up and watch it, but I tapped out around like 10:15. I think I was just tired, you know. And Monday Night Raw was an interesting watch. It was interesting. A couple things I wanted to bring up here is I really, Aleister Black going up against former guest Austin Theory. I thought that was a pretty good match. I think it's crazy to see Austin Theory already on the main roster there on Monday Night Raw. You know, it just felt like just yesterday I was talking to him here on In Your House, and now he's already on Monday Night Raw. So he's doing good things, you know, good for him. And I had a pretty good match. Aleister Black and Austin Theory did that saw Aleister Black winning and moving on to this interesting Money in the Bank match that I want to talk about. But as soon as I saw Austin Theory was going up against Aleister Black, I even said it to Miss Fabulosity. I said, well, Aleister Black's moving on because Aleister Black, basically he's got more time invested, and Austin Theory is doing something different with this group, with him and one of my other favorites, Angel Garza and Andrade. And it's, you know, it like I said, it was a good match, but I already knew the outcome, and it was the right outcome. Aleister Black moving on, and I could see him being Mr. Money in the Bank. That'd be cool. I would love to see Aleister Black as Mr. Money in the Bank, and face off against maybe possibly Drew McIntyre. And speaking of Drew McIntyre, I just gotta say, I'm enjoying him as WWE champion. I think he's doing a really good job as champion. It's going good. It's going good even without the lack of fan interaction, because you know the times that we're living in. He's doing a good job, and I really think that the way he talks, it feels more, it feels more real. I like him as champion. The belt looks good on him, and we'll see what's going to happen with his first feud, with that being Seth Rollins. I really don't got too much to say on that, just because, I guess Seth Rollins is a good first feud, you know, to test where Drew McIntyre is going to be heading, and they're going to be facing off at Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is one of my favorite pay-per-views. It's one of my favorites all year, along with the Royal Rumble. Like the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble's my number one, but Money in the Bank is definitely my top three. Definitely high up there. And it's going to be interesting because they're going to be doing it at the corporate towers, and they're going to be starting at the bottom floor, going up to the top floor, where there's going to be a ladder or ladders or something like that, and they're going to fight for their opportunity to get the briefcase, to cash in whenever they see fit, to become the new champion of their respective brand. I didn't know how they were going to do it. You know, I enjoyed that ladder match for the tag team championships at WrestleMania with no crowd, but man, it just hits differently when the crowd is there. Now they're going to do it at the corporate towers, as they're calling it, and I'm interested. I'm intrigued. I'm definitely going to be sitting up there in front of my TV, watching this and seeing what happens, because this is something different. And I honestly applaud WWE for thinking outside of the box and doing something a little bit different here. You know, we have to do it in this day and age. I know I myself, and of course, my team have given WWE a lot of shit for a lot of different reasons, which we feel is well deserved. But I applaud them for doing something different and thinking outside the box. Starting at the bottom floor, they're fighting at the top floor. What's it gonna be like? Like, are guys gonna get in the elevator and like hurry up and hit the close button? Like, hurry up! I've got him down. You know, he's selling for a little bit. Of course, they're not gonna say that, but he's down and he's selling for a while. Now I gotta hurry up and get in the elevator and hit close. Or are they gonna be going up, fighting up and down stairs? Are they gonna be fighting in the elevator? Like, are they gonna be locked up in the elevator while they go up to the different floors? How is this going to be? What's it going to be like? It's going to be cool and interesting and different. And I'm definitely going to be dialed in to see what it's going to be like. I'm already a fan of the Money in the Bank ladder match. I look forward to it and the pay-per-view every single year. This is going to be very interesting, and I'm fully engaged and wanting to see what happens with that. Another thing I'm pretty interested in is this tag team between Ricochet and Cedric Alexander. I like how they're dressing alike. They had the black and yellow from this past show. Definitely, I mean, kind of mix it together. I think they should come out as one, and really focus on that, because I could see them being tag team champions at some point. I like the team. Yeah, it's an interesting team, and it gives them both something to do. And yeah, I mean. Who's the tag team champions? Is it the Viking Raiders? I think. Like I said, I haven't been watching too much, so it could be them. That's gonna be interesting. But I like them as a team. Another thing, Shayna Baszler, she went up against Indy Hartwell in a match, and she did her thing where she broke her arm, stepped on her arm and broke it, and then she did something even more devastating, going outside of the ring and wrapped her arm up, I believe, in a ladder to send a message because she's involved in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And just totally kicked her arm, or kicked the ladder while her arm was wrapped up in said ladder. And it did look rough. It really did look rough. But the thing that I put it out on Facebook, and I wasn't being malicious when I said this. I was actually just saying it because I thought it was funny, is the commentary team were selling how devastating it was on commentary, and how it was like, ooh, oh, that's ugly. That, oh my God, I can't believe she's sick. This is twisted. I can't believe she did something so insanely sick and twisted. Let's look at it on replay. I was like, whoa. I was just thinking to myself, like, if it was that bad, like it was something that shouldn't be seen, why would you want to play it on replay 9 different times? Like, I felt like they showed it 2 or 3 times, and they're like, oh, let's look at it again. And I'm like, no, why do we want to look at it again? It was too devastating. Like, when there's an ugly leg break or something in sports, I don't see them saying, oh my gosh, he just broke his leg. He totally broke it. Let's look at the replay and see how it went down. It just felt, I don't know, it felt off to me. It felt a little weird. But yeah, it was what it was. And, you know, Shayna Baszler comes out looking like more of a badass, which I still don't understand why she lost at WrestleMania and in the fashion that she did. Because she's, like, back to killing everybody, like, back to doing what she was doing, but she couldn't do it to Becky. So, I don't know. Another thing, Nia Jax had a match with Kairi Sane. Match went on a little bit longer than what I thought it was going to go. I was a little surprised. But, man, Nia Jax, ain't nothing changed with her. And I know that's something Hutch said before. Nothing has changed. She had all that time off to have that double knee surgery, and ain't nothing changed with her. I'm just like, ugh, I don't know. And then she did a choke lift, a double choke slam lift, and threw Kairi Sane and on the back of her neck on the bottom turnbuckle, which I was like, ooh. I'm like, I know that Nia Jax has a reputation of not being safe, and you know, we don't try to sit up here and crap all over people all the time here at In Your House, but man, that didn't look safe, and Nia's got to work on that, because she's going to really seriously hurt somebody. That's exactly what I thought. So, it is, you know, once again, it is what it is. Apollo Crews goes over MVP to qualify for the men's Money in the Bank match. Good for Apollo Crews, who is, has been in some weird spots since he's been in the WWE, and MVP really put him over to the nines on the mic, and then, put him over in the match, which is good. That's a big win for Apollo Crews to qualify for the men's Money in the Bank corporate ladder match. I don't think he has a shot at winning. I just don't. I even said it when he won. Not a chance. Liv Morgan defeating Ruby Riott. That was good for Liv Morgan. That was really good. I mean, it was a good victory for her. Ruby Riott, and I don't think Ruby Riott really got hurt from the loss, because Ruby Riott is everything. Like, she can talk, she can wrestle, she's got a unique look. I like Ruby Riott a lot. I really think that she did not get hurt from that loss at all. Ruby Riott is going to continue to do good things, and hopefully more bigger things as her time moves on. Rey Mysterio and Murphy, man, it would have been cool to see Murphy win this one, but I understand that you probably want some star power in the match. Rey Mysterio beats him, moves on, going into Money in the Bank ladder match. That's going to be interesting. And honestly, after that, I kind of dipped off. I mean, I really, that's when I kind of fell asleep. Like I said, I'm working, man. I'm working, and that's when that happened. Charlotte beats Caden Carter. Andrade beats Akira Tozawa. Bianca Belair beats Santana Garrett, and Drew McIntyre beats Angel Garza. And when I read those results, I was just like, well, it seems like after the Rey Mysterio Murphy match, things just kind of dipped off a little bit, and they kind of just, I don't know, reading it might have been different watching it, but reading it sounds like it got pretty boring after that Rey Mysterio victory. And I don't know, let me know if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong. I didn't watch it, so I could definitely be wrong about that. Tonight AEW is back on again, as is NXT. Always love the Wednesday Night Wars, and it's gonna be it's always interesting because the TNT Championship tournament is gonna be continuing. That's gonna be that's gonna be fun. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to watch a little wrestling again, man. After I haven't been engaged too much, and I still kind of feel that way. I still feel like I'm forcing myself to watch, and I hate for it to be that way, but that's just how I feel. That's the truth. It is what it is, but I'm going to be checking it out tonight. Hopefully some things happen that catch my interest. Like I said, the TNT tournament is going to be continuing, and we're going to see. I'm going to try to keep myself engaged here and look at some content, and hopefully something catches me to where I'll be watching everything. Like I said, we have AEW on TNT, then we got NXT. They're gonna be doing their thing. It's gonna be interesting because we got Dustin Rhodes going up against Kip Sabian. Dustin Rhodes says if he can't beat him, he's retiring. That's going to be interesting to see. That's something that's going to keep my attention. That'd be a sweet main event, to see, because there'd be a lot on the line. He himself is putting his career on the line. So that's like I said, it's going to be interesting to see, and I'm going to be dialed in tonight. Hey guys, we're going to try to get a lot more content to you guys out there. We want the crew back. Hutch, Docs, Drake, everybody. We're working on something cool for you guys. We're going to be doing the In Your House Don't Rush Challenge. So be looking forward to that as the crew came together and did something really, really cool. But hey guys, we're going to call this a great episode. But that is what we do here at In Your House. 180 plus episodes of giving y'all that work. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to. You guys check it out every Saturday, 9:05. That is the Pope's Point of View, hosted by Elijah Burke and co-hosted by your boy Con House. Guys, what are you doing? Buy a freaking shirt. That's www.prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse. Get this work. Get this shirt. And guys, we tell you this all the time. hop on this bandwagon. Get on. Or get gone. Because the household, well, we still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.